What up, what up, what up? This is your host, Scary Jerry. I am in the booth with our co-host,
Tom DeVook. How we doing, everybody?
Yeah, how are you doing today?
So far, I'm doing pretty freaking good. I'm really ecstatic.
Yeah, your song came out.
It did. It did.
Have you heard anything from anyone?
So far, nothing.
Really? Oh, really?
I haven't heard anything. I mean, I did get a
no.
couple of comments on the post, like, I'm excited, a couple of flame emojis and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's upwards from here.
And that's what I'm
It's
saying.
just upwards. I'm super excited because today we have a very, very special musical guest on the podcast, Mynroe. I'm going to play a song. It's his song. And then I'm going to have him, talk about his music and whatever the fuck else he wants to talk about. But yeah, so here is Mynroe.
Baby, I'm lost. Just grab the bag for the cost. Old money start to grow moss. Little bitch had to cut her off. Old bitch mad that I'm on. I just really need one of mine. Baby girl, you really ain't a loss. You a quick fuck and some mediocre.
What up, dude?
Hello.
Dude,
How are you?
I'm sorry. That fucking song is awesome.
Slaps. You think
Hell yeah. What is the name of that song?
it's called Uno Mas.
Uno Mas.
Uno Mas, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Where can we listen to that?
You can listen to that on SoundCloud. I believe it's also on YouTube.
Oh,
but
hell
I am
yeah.
not on Spotify or Apple Music or anything
Yeah.
like that yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. All right,
Yet.
cool. No
Not
problem.
there
No
yet.
problem.
Yeah. Also, that intro music that you got,
Yeah, I made that.
I would
Yeah.
love to rap over that beat.
Yeah, I made that specifically for the pod. I was just like fucking around. It's
That's
like
good.
midnight, and I'm like, I need to make intro music for the pod, and
I
that's
like
just
that.
something that I came up with.
No, it's funny. You said you didn't really like it, and I was sitting there bopping along to it, and I was like,
Right.
you need to give yourself credit. And
'cause I-
here he is sitting over here bopping along and
It's just
saying
funny
what he
because
just said.
it's just like at the end, I was like, oh, it needs like an ad lib or something at the end. It's like,
Scary.
that
That's
shit's
scary.
But thank you. I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah, bro,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
amazing.
That's scary.
It's scary.
Hey, scary thoughts with Scary Jerry. What can I say? So, Mynroe,
Yes, ma'am.
how have you been? What have you been up to, dude?
So, what have I been up to? Definitely not making music. I'll tell you that much. I've taken quite a bit of a hiatus,
It's okay, me too.
which has been very, very. It's been upsetting me.
Upsetting you.
Upsetting
Been
you.
upsetting me.
Yeah, because you probably want to get back in the booth and get shit out, don't
Well,
you?
yeah, I love making music. That's my main. That's like my whole goal is to make music and is to have people listen to that music and be like, oh my god, either I relate or oh, this is beautiful. You know
Fuck
what I
yeah.
mean?
Fuck
And I just feel like I've been slacking lately, which is a
Yeah.
bad problem.
Honestly, I try to I understand that feeling because I also feel the same way. Like I don't think I haven't put out anything for other than the shit that, like the demos that I put on SoundCloud. I haven't put anything out for probably around 2 years now. And I try to reframe it differently. I try to think of it like, oh, well, because we have lives, like we're not just musicians. Like we're whole ass people. We got whole ass
Yeah.
lives going on and like
Yeah.
shit gets crazy. There's shit you got to do. Like we all got jobs.
I was gonna say, like, people have a bunch of shit on their plates right now.
Boom.
So
Thank
I mean, like, if you got to take care of a couple of things, get some shit done before you can fully
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
into making music and stuff like that. I would say take care of what needs to get taken
Yeah,
care
and
of.
right now I'm like taking care of my little sister and stuff, so it's
Mm.
like
There
it's
you
like
go,
a big
yeah.
like and I'm not saying that anybody's stopping me from making music. It's just I'm making the choice to put music on the back burner. right
Exactly.
now,
Yeah.
which is I want to stop doing that because now I'm in a point in my life where I can actually focus on music again.
Fuck,
Fuck
yeah.
So,
You're kind of in the same boat as me.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've just kind of been, my whole thing lately has just been helping Tama with
Yeah.
his
By the way,
shit.
your music is beautiful.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Anybody who's listening, please go listen to Relapse.
Oh,
out
listen
on all
to it.
out
Dude.
on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube.
Fuck
Hell,
yeah.
even use it on your fucking Instagram reels for crying out
It
loud.
really
Oh,
doesn't
man, we
matter.
should,
You
like-
will love it. I promise you.
Yeah,
you
we
will.
should do like a trend or something and like use your music for that trend and try to see if it'll catch on or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok anymore, so I can't do it on TikTok, but I'm sure you could come up with
I
something.
could come up with something.
You don't got TikTok anymore.
No,
man.
I don't. I got rid of it like before the ban even happened. I
Oh,
just
really?
got rid of it. Yeah. I was just like, fuck it. I don't really.
Well, apparently it's back now or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. I heard it's heavily
hit that?
censored.
Yeah, go for it. I haven't even asked you. What do you prefer, Mynroe or the other one?
Well, I go by both. So JJ or Mynroe is perfectly fine.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this motherfucker is JJ. It's my little brother. It's JJ. Oh man. Yeah, like so much of like our lives kind of like resolve around music.
Yeah.
Life
And
wouldn't be the same without it.
it really
No, it
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
No.
But like it's different for us because we're creators of music. It's
Yeah.
like different when you're just an enjoyer and a lover of music, but then when you're someone who creates music, it's like it's different.
It is.
And when you're not making music, it feels like you're like not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right. Okay. But also, you know what I've come to realize too? Is that if a nuclear war happened and we were thrown back into the Stone Age, doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna be whistling to the birds chirping.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be patting on your stomach. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be patting on your chest. You're gonna make music. So I don't think that it necessarily is like, yes, I do believe that there are people who are chosen to make music, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that everybody is incapable. Everybody else is incapable.
Oh,
I think
no, yeah.
everybody can do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It really just takes rhythm and
It's-
time.
It's kind of like
Mhm.
sports. Like anybody could be a football player, a hockey player, but only those very few are made to
Mhm.
be professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
was
agree.
telling you earlier.
Yeah.
That you got the golden tongue. I think most of the musicians that I meet who are actually good and actually have a future, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They have the golden tongue, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And there was stuff that was talked about that was of that nature back in the day. You have the golden tongue. You can speak to anybody. You can talk your way out of anything. You can
Yeah.
this and this. I believe that it falls under the same way that music does. Not everybody can sing.
No.
You know, I can't sing. Jerry can.
Yes, she can. Yes, the hell she can.
Well, I
But-
mean, that's another thing about singing is that like I've seen, for example, Selena Gomez. I don't know if you guys ever like watched her try to sing back in the day when she was first starting to make music. She was not good at it at all. But with time and practice and
She got
vocal
good.
lessons, she got good. She got good at singing. And that's another thing about music is like if like I'm not trying to discourage someone from not making music
Yeah,
if
not
they're
at all.
if they don't like have an inherent talent. If you can like it's something that can be learned. So if you're like if you really want to do it and you're spending all your time doing it, go for it. Fucking go for it.
Mhm.
Practice. Take the vocal lessons. If it's an
100%.
instrument, keep practicing. Like anyone can do this shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyone can fucking do this shit if they really want to.
Yeah.
But I do also think it's a good thing to acknowledge the people that like were kind of just born
For it.
and they
right?
were born and they
Yeah.
like they had that
They
inherent-
had of it.
yeah. And that's why I always tell you like you've got that raw
You
talent
have it.
that needs to be
Yeah.
refined.
Yeah,
brother,
like-
of course.
You have it.
Yeah, there's still shit that you got to work on.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, everyone has to fucking work on something, but you have that raw talent
Mhm.
and that's why I've been so adamant about trying to help you like a diamond in the rough, like trying to put that pressure on
Yeah.
you to turn you into that thing that you were always meant to be. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But yeah.
I
No.
appreciate that stuff. I mean,
I 100% agree. When I was born, I was the smallest kid ever, and my dad put me in football, and he was my coach. You know, and I was not good at football. I was not, but I got good at football because guess what? I kept every time I got knocked down and got hit, and I was laying on my back. My dad was there to get up, bro. Get up.
Yeah.
You got it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so you got to understand that like you might not be born for something, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you can't learn.
Doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does not mean you can't do it, bro. Just because you're not born with a singing voice or the rhythm to rap or the understanding to make beats,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you can't do it. bro.
Literally. That's literally how I got started. I literally told
like
myself
you
at
can
the
make beats.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I get jealous because this motherfucker's like, oh, I just make beats on my iPad. I'm
He's
like, on your
actually good.
fucking iPad.
He's
my
actually
guy?
good too, which fucking bro. I'd be like, damn, because dude, I've been doing this since I was 11. You know, 11, 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Never once have I learned how to make a beat. Never
Yeah.
once.
Like that was literally what I did though, is like I told myself I'm not gonna leave my fucking bedroom until I know how to do this.
Right.
And like I literally sat there and made like 15 songs, air quoted songs that sounded like absolute dog shit. But I literally sat there and kept working on these songs, kept teaching myself, kept looking up tutorials, I had that drive. I had that
Fuck
want
yeah.
to learn how to do it. And then I've slowly became what I am today.
That's incredible, dude.
So
Yeah,
That is amazing.
yeah, like for me, it was weird because I didn't really know that I was good at anything. I just like I would listen to Linkin Park, Green Day, The Killers, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to play the guitar. So I started taking guitar lessons and learning how to play the guitar. And then like randomly I started writing songs too and singing. I remember my dad coming into my room once and he was just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm making a song. And he's like, are you singing? And I'm like, yeah, I am. And then that's how I found out that I could sing. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that I could fucking sing.
I knew you could sing from the day that I met you.
I know, but I was like, I started playing guitar when I was 10 and I started writing songs when I was 12. And that when I was 12 is when I started to realize, oh shit, like I can actually sing. I didn't know that about myself for like fucking 2 whole years. I didn't know that I could sing. And then it just kind of like kept going from there. And then I was like, oh, I want to pick up music production. And like, so it started with guitar. And then I taught myself how to play the piano. And then my guitar teacher was all like, oh, hey, you could probably play bass. So he taught me how to play the bass.
fuck yeah.
And then I was like, ooh, I really like producing. I want to learn how to produce. I want to learn how to mix. I want to learn how to master. And it just kind of like snowballed from there. But like, I didn't even know that I had that talent until I just started doing the shit, you know?
And that's literally that's
That's
exactly
what it
exactly how I
is, yeah.
felt. I mean, I started making beats and just for like shits and giggles, I would play it for people in my dorm room or something like that.
Did you
And
ever think that you would make it?
even now, I don't have the most expectations.
I am 100% sure you're gonna make it one day.
You think so?
100%.
I got a question,
I don't plan
though.
on stopping anytime soon.
What
You
is your
shouldn't.
guys' version of making it though? Because that's different for everyone.
Being happy with what you're making
That's
and
one.
being able to take care of your family.
That's the
Ooh,
other.
Yeah.
He pretty much nailed it right on the head for me. I mean, I want to be able to take care of myself. If I make money off of this, it'd be awesome. I would
Yeah.
like
But
to be
you
able
don't
to
seem like a
financially-
selfish guy either.
Mm.
I feel like if you got a shit ton of money, you're giving it to the people that you think deserve it.
Honestly, if there's someone who collabs on a song and that fucking song takes off or whatever, I'm going to ask you, can I give you a portion of the profits?
I will tell you what, if we ever make a song that blows up, I will never ask you for a single dime.
Well, all I can say is I would feel guilty, so I would just say
Y'all
let's
are
split
gonna
it down the middle,
split it.
50-50. I'm just that type of person.
Not to be like a manager or anything here, but y'all would split that
She was
shit.
my first manager too. When
She's pretty much my manager right now.
When I first met her, she had no songs released, right?
Yeah.
And she's showing us songs, and we're thinking that they're so beautiful, they're so great because they
Fucking
are.
Yeah.
KYS,
they're-
bro. Do you remember that
KYS,
shit? That was
all
my
of it.
first song.
It was-
KYS is good. Insanity is good.
yes, Insanity is amazing, and then we made Bruja, me and her.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
We made Bruja together.
That shit was
And
so
I was like,
good.
that's how I know this bitch can rap.
I still to this day don't think that I can actually rap. I don't even remember what the
No, you
fuck I
killed
said
that.
on Bro.
You
I
killed
don't
that.
even remember.
But when I first met her, I was like, I want to get into this music thing and da-da-da. And she had no songs out, but she was basically managing us since the time we met her, bro.
Wow.
She was managing us for a minute. Like, dude, there was so many times where we got into a point where it's like, yeah, let's make music. And Jerry's like, yeah, come into my room,
Yeah.
Yep.
make music.
Yep.
At this point, I don't think she should be called Scary Jerry. I think she should be called Jerry the G.
Yeah.
Jerry the G.
Suge Knight. No. But she a very smart woman.
Thank
Very
you.
smart woman.
I
Very.
appreciate that.
And then also on top of that, she understands what it means to actually put yourself out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to promote myself when I first started.
Me, I still don't. She's the one who's telling me.
Yeah,
Post
exactly.
this,
I
say
still
this.
barely know. but bro, if I worked with her for my entire music career, I would be famous right now.
You
I would be.
110% should be famous right now.
I think
right now.
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason why you're not.
From the few songs that I've
God,
heard
if
before
you're
the podcast,
listening, help my boy out. Come on.
he's got it. He's got it.
I'd hope so. And the thing about it too is that, bro, you got it. And like, yeah, you've made your first couple
Brother,
of songs.
you got it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your first couple of songs you're gonna feel iffy about. Of course you are.
Yeah.
But you're starting at an age where when I started, I didn't even know what pussy meant. I didn't know what none of that shit even fucking meant. So how the fuck am I supposed to write my music? You feel me? You know all this shit, bro. You got.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even know what the word pussy meant.
Yeah, bro, I didn't. But you got this knowledge to where you know what to say.
Yeah.
And I think that from what I've heard today, bro, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. I think you will.
I appreciate
Even
that.
if you don't want to make it, I think that eventually you gonna make it.
I want to make it. Trust me. Trust me. I want to fucking make it.
Yeah,
I would
dude.
love to perform for people.
You
I would
have
love to, be signing autographs. I would love.
100%.
I'd love to be taking photos
People
with
wear
people.
ski
I
mask after you and shit.
Fuck
like
yeah,
that.
seriously
dude!
though,
I want to drop merch. I want people
just
to
about
be in this.
to say the fact that you are keeping your identity
A
hidden
secret
is like
is crazy.
it's so fucking cool. Like
It's
people
crazy.
Yeah.
are gonna eat that shit.
They are.
I know.
They are. Have you all ever seen Dinner in America?
No.
No, y'all should watch it. That guy in the movie, he's a musician who wears a ski mask. Nobody knows who his identity
Damn.
is, right?
Chach.
Yeah. And this girl is sending him letters the whole time. And he doesn't know who it's coming from. And he ends up in the same girl's house. And he's looking through the letters and he's like, these are the same letters she sent to me.
Damn.
And she doesn't know
that is
that
him.
it's him
Oh,
because he
shit.
wears
Oh,
ski
shit.
masks the entire time.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And he finally tells her, he he pulls off his ski mask and he goes, wear it, smell it. Tell me that isn't the smell of 100 shows.
Damn, bro.
And she goes, you're really him.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the. And
Your
that's
future love story.
literally that's
for
kind of
real.
why, as cliche as it sounds, I would love to keep my identity a secret and then just go out in public and
Yeah.
then just
Well,
And
I
not
think
be
it's
known?
and
I
not
think-
be known.
I think
exactly.
it's smart.
Okay.
I think it's really, really, really smart. I like the separation that you have going on there because there's a certain level. Sorry, it's the whiskey. There's a certain there's a certain level of like, people. It's weird because when you start getting in the limelight and shit like that, people stop seeing you as like a person and then they start seeing you as just like
An object
and
almost.
Yeah.
and it's kind of fucked up. But like we can't help it. Like as humans, we can't help it when we're like obsessed with someone or we really really love their music. Like we can't help that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I think that me and you were so close. It's
Really?
because you understood what it
Yeah.
was like to be a musician.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the people that I was hanging out with at the time, they really did not understand what it meant to
No.
be a musician.
Yeah.
And
Like-
that's what I was finding out a lot with like my homies who I wanted to do this MOS stuff with is like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Right.
I can tell you everything that I need from you in order to make this happen, but you have to do
I
it.
can't make it happen. by
Exactly,
myself.
exactly, and that's what ended up happening, and that's why I'm just going as Tom Vuk right now.
Right.
MOS is just going to be my record label or my brand, and I'm just going to go under the alias Tama.
For
Yeah,
me,
love that.
it was a lot of the fact that, like, have you guys watched Invincible, the show?
No, I have not.
Sorry, brother. So Invincible, there's at one point where they're like, you either get to pick to be a superhero, or you get to pick to be with your people,
Oh.
or you get to pick both.
Ooh,
And that's how I feel a lot like as a musician.
Mm.
You know, when I did my very first show that we ever put on, it wasn't the very first show that I did,
Mhm.
but it was the very first show that we put on. My girlfriend at the time was so angry with me. She was so mad at me she was so angry. She was like, all these girls are touching you and da. I was like, this is part of the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is part of the job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And at the end of the day, I'm going home with you.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything backstage or nothing. I'm literally getting off the stage,
There's no
grabbing your
backstage
hand.
to
and
do
I'm-
anything for. As soon as I'm done, I'm leaving with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and for me, it's the same way where it's like we live two different lives.
Yeah.
You know, you go to school and work every day.
Yeah.
I got a show in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We live two different lives. We live two different lives. And if that's not applicable to you, if that's not something that you're willing to deal with,
Mhm.
then that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
It's a preference.
You know what I mean? It
More,
is.
thank you for telling me your preference.
But I will tell you this, though.
Yeah.
When you become a musician and you get big, because you will get big. You will. I promise you.
I hope so.
You will get big. No,
First step is believing in yourself.
Oh, I have all the faith that this will take off and whatnot, but I have to remember that there are
You're still
I have to.
human.
Yeah, I
You're
am
still
human.
human, but you're a special human.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that.
And you gotta understand that.
Hey, you're a pretty
But-
special human yourself.
You are a fucking
dude.
special human being.
I'd hope so.
You are.
You are.
But I will tell you this: when it comes to that type of lifestyle, your love life is gonna get really, really, really hectic.
It can. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of
Well, he's like,
It's
what?
already
he's like,
hectic to
he's like,
begin
what
with.
love life?
no. What love life?
It's
I don't. I
obviously it's already hectic to begin with, but you got to understand when you blow up, because you will blow up,
Yeah.
and nobody else is going to tell me otherwise. You're going to blow up when you're out of state, when you're out of the country, and you're going this, and this, and your wife is at home, fucking tired of having to live like that. Like it gets hard, bro.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, when I was dating the same ex bitch that told me that the shit was wrong because I was doing my shows.
Yeah.
I did 4 shows in 3 months, and she was there for every single one of the shows.
Yeah.
And every single one of the shows she did not like.
Damn.
She did not like
Yeah.
because it's always taking your shirt off. It's always getting into the crowd. It's always
Yeah.
getting punched in your face. It's always you know what I mean. It's always something that she doesn't want. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
To one's own. I mean,
you know, I had to give her up because of that.
Yeah.
Because this is the type of lifestyle I want to live.
I would say that it is also very important to surround yourself, especially in your romantic relationships, to surround yourself with people who get it.
Yeah.
You know, if you have someone like that who doesn't get it, who doesn't get the business, who doesn't get the industry, who is not secure enough in themselves to know, like, oh, you know, like this is a part of their job, this is what they got to do.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's gonna be difficult for them. So I'd say it's really important to surround yourself, and especially in your romantic relationships, to surround yourself with people who understand it and who get it and who are supportive of you.
A musician should always date another musician. I would tell. I'll say that much.
That's it's a big one because it gets hard. Like for example, like put yourself in their shoes. Like
Yeah.
imagine you're not a musician and you
Right.
see your person up on the stage and
They're
they're like
getting
they're
touched
getting
and-
touched and everyone's super into them. Like if you're not secure in yourself, that can be really fucking
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah,
that
but
is a
imagine yourself in their shoes too.
Yeah.
I want a regular person.
Yeah.
I want somebody who goes to work and goes to school and goes and does all the. I don't want somebody who is on stage with 500 different hands on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I think it goes both ways. I think musicians should date musicians. If I'm being
It
honest,
definitely makes
be-
it easier.
it makes it easier because they understand. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, you got to go and do this.
Yeah.
You got to go and do. You
And
know?
in all honesty, like romantic relationship wise, I think I'm gonna, get myself situated in the music business and work related stuff and really hone in on my skills, my talents, and have my stuff out there. So if I meet this person, I can say, this is what I do.
This is what I do.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
on tour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this. Or can you
And
handle
that's
it?
perfect because when I was first starting, it was when I was first starting that I was dating this girl and
Yeah.
first getting shows and first starting to actually get. And
Oof,
I think
yeah,
that's
that's
where
rough.
I
I
fucked
want
up.
Yeah, that's
I
rough.
want to get that foundation set and
Yup.
in
That's smart.
stone
Yup.
before I
That's
make
the
that
best
jump.
way to do it. That's
That's
the best
smart.
way to do it. And
Yeah.
I know you're gonna make it. I know for a fact you're gonna make it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
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 Well, this gravy train ain't stopping anytime
You-
soon. So I mean,
You got a great voice. You understand how to talk to people.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
You're gonna make it, bro.
I
You're good.
appreciate that. Thank
You're
you.
good.
Especially just here in Alaska, because like every artist has like these grandeur visions of like where they want to go. I've had to kind of I've toned it down a bit. I'm like trying to focus just on where I'm at right now. So like
Yeah.
in Alaska. And the crazy thing is we've got such a fucking huge, beautiful, rich music scene here.
But nobody wants to look at it.
No, but
Yeah.
that's our job. As the musicians here in Alaska,
That-
it is
yeah.
our job to represent where we're coming from and to build on where we're at.
Yeah.
And then that can be hard because like especially in such a small place like this, like what we were talking about earlier before we started the podcast, like it can be really cutthroat.
It really is.
It can be really like
It can be.
people going against each other and trying to like one up each other and shit like that, which I think is just
And
dumb.
that's what
My thing's
I've
the
loved
betrayal.
about Jerry is she's never. Me and her have never tried to one up each other.
no.
We've always
No,
just
it's
been
let's
like,
work together
"You're
and let's
good,
one
I'm
up
good."
our last project. Is how I look at it is with Relapse. I want to one up Relapse with you.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like you're good, I'm good, but we're good in different ways, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
she has strengths that I don't have, and I have
She
strengths
can
that she doesn't
sing
have.
like a motherfucker. I can't, bro. My voice is nothing like that.
We got rapping voices.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't rap for shit.
No, but when you did Boo Ha,
I guess it was all right. You were talking like I remember making that song, but I don't even remember what the fuck I said on that song. Like I can't even
I
remember that shit.
you texting me and being like, "Hey, yo, JJ, I want you on this song. You're the only rapper I want on this song." and I get on the song or whatever, and I listened to your part, and I was like, "Okay."
That's Jerry.
Am I? Well, no.
What?
I was like, "Am I gonna have new opponents? Like, am I gonna have new opponents out here?"
No way. No
Like,
fucking way.
No, bro, because the entire time, like, bro, you gotta understand, me and the boys, we're in a group together. You
Yeah.
feel me? But I'm still going against them. I'm going against Tyler
Dude.
of Allsay.
I know.
I'm going against. I'm going against you.
Yeah.
I'm going against Kevin the Brain. I'm going against, I'm going to, fuck you, that one group. I forget their name. And I'm going against all these people, and I'm like, I got to rip this shit. So I ripped this shit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, there's no way that she ripped this shit with me, though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me? I was like, I'm the best rapper in Anchorage. I know this.
Facts.
I know this for
Yeah.
a fact.
Facts.
But then I'm like, holy fuck, some of these niggas actually got some. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you made me sweat a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. You made me sweat a little bit.
A little
I heard,
bit.
I heard your first song. I was like,
Oh.
Yeah, that's a first drop. That's pretty strong for your first drop.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
that was
That's a strong-
nowhere near my first drop. My first drop folded. It folded. Ain't nobody like it. I heard your first drop. I was like, all right, this nigga might be a problem. Let's go ahead and get him on the team real quick.
Fuck yeah. I'm all open to it. I want to collab. I want to make beats. I want to make songs. And if I can have people on songs that, I can boost you, you can boost me type shit. That's
That's the
what
way
I
it
want.
fucking should be.
100%. And y'all should talk to Larby. Larby
Hell
would
yeah.
love to make anything with
Dude,
y'all. He would
totally
even
down.
love to sit in this chair too. Like I
Fuck
can
yeah.
guarantee,
Fuck
like
yeah.
I can get you more guests.
Fuck yeah.
We're open to
always,
it all.
We're always down. Like
All of my people are musicians. So
Hell
fuck,
yeah.
I love that. I love that. And that's something that's been changing for me is like I used to definitely be in like the whole cutthroat, oh, I got to be better than the next person. I got to be
Yeah.
better than this. I got to be better than that. That has changed for me in the last
did you realize that you were better than most people?
No, that's not what it
Well,
is.
you should have.
Well, like I don't even want to have that mentality. Like I don't want to put myself above anyone else.
That's what I'm
I'm-
trying myself
I'm
to stay
super-
away from.
The way that I've like adjusted my mindset is I want to help other people get to where they need to go.
No, exactly.
Even if they're better
And
than me. Like, even if they're fucking better than me. Are you good, dude?
No, I almost called him his real name. Fucking hell. No, when me and him were talking though, and I was hearing his music, I was like, holy fucking hell. Cause for me back in the day, I was like, if you're as good as me, I'm gonna rip you apart.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I heard him, I heard what he was doing, and I was like, holy fuck, this is cool. This is cool.
I don't
as
think
fuck.
your mic likes my vape. I think it's every time you hit it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Whoa.
It doesn't like. It doesn't
Damn.
like it. Damn.
But I was like, dude, this guy can make my music sound better.
Well, whenever you're ready to hop on a track, we'll
I'm
we'll-
always
when-
ready.
whenever
We can do it today.
That's what I was about to ask.
could.
We can come up with a beat that we both like and we want to write on, and
We can do
let's
it
do
today.
it. Yeah, we can start that right now.
And that's another thing that, like, that's kind of why I took a little hiatus from making my own music, is because I really do like being an engineer and doing the
Fuck yeah.
mixing and the mastering. I like helping other. My whole thing, like with Rage City Productions, the new slogan change, where I'm like, Rage City is for the underdogs. I want to
Yeah.
help all of like the like everyone who's unknown in this fucking industry here in Alaska. I want to help build them up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
she was texting me and even telling me that I would like you.
yeah, well, I feel like when I know people, I know who's gonna vibe with who, you know what? And I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna vibe with each other for sure.
a little PSA: if the vape's on the table, it's anybody's. Okay,
You're
so,
so
you
sweet.
guys don't have to ask.
No, but I knew I was gonna like. Fuck, what's the name?
Tama.
Tama.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You're
no,
good,
you're
dude.
good.
No,
You're
no,
good.
it's just new to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
It's no problem.
But as soon as I met Tama, I understood. I was like, okay, well, he's not somebody who's going to be like, oh, well, I'm better than you.
Exactly.
Or, oh, I can get better than you. Or
Exactly.
No, he's somebody who's going to sit there and
Are
be,
you both wearing cross necklaces?
Yeah.
I love that.
This is my dad's.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
hella fucking cool.
I got this when I got baptized.
I got baptized too. I got baptized twice, actually.
I also
got-
got baptized twice.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, but when I met him, I was like, it's not like he's trying to like step on my toes or anything.
No.
You know what I mean? Like he
No.
looked at me like an artist,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked at him like an artist, and we gave each other, we listened to each other's music. We,
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
the shit I'm trying to build.
the
like,
respect about
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
The respect about it, because I'm not going to lie, I'm from California, right? I'm
Yeah.
from the West Side. There's not a lot of respect there.
Oh no.
There's not. You know, if you're not part of a certain group, you're not making it.
No.
Mm.
Exactly.
You're just not making it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're not from Long Beach, if you're not from Compton, if you're not from
Literally,
Fresno, if you're not from, you know,
LA or something like
you're
that.
not making it.
No.
But when it comes to the people like you two, it's like, if I was first starting and I came and met you, I feel like you would treat me the same way.
He would.
That
Literally,
you,
yeah.
that you did when you first met me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I love that, because for me, if I go back to California right now, there is nothing that I can do to make another nigga respect me unless I go doing some
Some shady shit.
some shady shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And then I can come back and get respected. But what I love about you is that you walked in respecting me.
Yeah.
And it's like you get respect where respect is earned.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm the same way.
And I feel like I've done nothing but respect you. At least
And-
I hope I have.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. I hope I've shown you respect and everything like that, and I haven't said anything wrong or offended you
No,
or anything
you've
like
been
that.
fucking amazing, dude. You're probably one of my favorite guys.
Awesome.
Right?
That's an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
That's one of my
yeah.
favorite. Bro, you just know how to talk, and your voice is good too.
It was funny because like one of our coworkers, when we first started making this pod, she started listening and she was like, "Damn, his voice is sexy as fuck." I was like,
I'm
yeah,
sitting
bro.
there. I'm taking a drink of my water when she comes out and it's like, "Damn, your voice is sexy." I'm like, I
No,
was
bro.
not expecting that.
When I first started rapping, I got told you got an amazing voice. You need
yeah,
to keep
you
doing
do.
this.
You have a really fucking awesome
I think you
voice.
got the same thing, dude. Your voice is really good. Like,
Thank you.
I won't lie to you. You got some. you got something there. But Jerry,
What about me?
But Jerry,
What about
I've
me?
been wondering,
Yeah.
what is your next project? When are you actually?
I'm sitting on an EP of about 3 songs, and it's a little bit of a departure from what I usually do. So I've been making a lot of shit that's more instrumental, like busting out my electric guitar.
Make music with me.
I'm always down to make music with you, dude. Literally from the moment I heard what you could do, and this was back then, and you're probably like, oh, well, I'm way better than I was back then. But literally back then, like listening to you and listening to fucking, I'm just gonna say Merkimer, listening to him, like I fucking knew that you guys had something that like people needed to fucking hear it.
You
dude.
knew I had
They
something when
needed-
I first met you.
Yeah,
When
I
you
fucking
first
did.
listened to my music, you were like, bro, you got it.
Cause you fucking do. There's so many, and like I'm not trying to rip on other artists in Anchorage because there's a lot of amazing,
There's a lot
artists.
of amazing
There
artists.
is a
Let's
lot
keep. Yeah,
There's a
there's a
lot.
lot
A lot
of
of good
amazing
music.
But
artists.
like when I first met you and when I first heard your shit, I was like, this kid is like so fucking good. And you're a whole ass man now. And you're even fucking better. And like people need to hear, that's the thing. Like people who have that drive for music, that passion for music, they have it for a reason. And it's because the world needs to hear your shit.
Yeah.
They need to hear your shit.
Yeah, that shit. Starboy, that I dropped, and it's like I'm very torn about the man that I am. See, I got no fucking guidance, just a kid with a pen. That was all shit that I wrote to myself that I just so happened to put on a beat.
Yeah.
You know, like you're right. There's a lot of people around that have a lot of things to say,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody to say it to.
Yeah.
And
That's why it's so important for me. Like, that's why I've been kind of like taking a back burner from my own music, is that I see all these artists that have things that they need to say, that need the help to get their shit out there. And I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't I help them?
Right,
Of course
right.
I want to fucking help them.
right,
Yeah.
You know?
and we're the people that are going to listen at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when somebody says, "Hey, your music saved my life," I'm gonna be the one to grab that person's hand and be like, "It saved my life too." Like I'm so
motherfucker, you
glad.
saved my life.
Yeah,
What are you talking
exactly.
about?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
The fact, because like I'm sure we've all been in that spot. Well, maybe you've just started making music yourself, but like for me personally, I've had people message me and be like, "This song is incredible. I listen to it on my road trips. Like it speaks to me." And like that shit, even if, and that's the whole thing. Like I don't really even care if I make it big, you know, air quotes big. I
You're
don't
gonna
really give
make
a
it big. You're gonna make it big.
well, even if I don't give a fuck, because the fact that there have been people already that have come to me telling me just how much my music, like even if it didn't help them, even if it just like, oh, they're like, this shit, like I love listening to it on my drives, or like just little shit like that where they
You've
just
saved my life without music, so imagine what you can do with it.
yeah. Shit's fucking like it changes you as a person when you know that like when you put something out and someone, it doesn't matter whether it saved their life or it just made their day better. Even so much as just making their
I
day
feel like
better,
I
you
couldn't
know?
help but get emotional if I got something like that.
And then that's happened to me and I'm just like, that's crazy.
Your shit too, bro. Your shit too.
Eventually.
Well, that's
Really,
Some
dude.
people look for a certain type of feeling that they can find without listening to your music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I said this on episode 1. Tama actually means darkness in Croatian. I've gone through a lot of fucked up shit. And from knowing you a little bit more, I also know you've gone through some tough stuff as well. And so mainly what I wanted to use and mainly what my music would stand for is sort of like therapy for people.
Yeah.
I want to...
Your therapy for people works.
Mm.
It
So like
works.
the last song that I
it
put
worked
out,
for me. I'll
Thank
tell
you.
that much.
the
Well, I'm
last
glad.
song that
Just know you're never alone, brother. Anybody who's listening to
No,
this, you're
and
never
that's
alone.
my favorite part about you.
I'ma
Is
just
I
let
feel
y'all
like
do
I'm
your
not
thing.
alone when we talk about things.
Yeah.
You know, like when we talked about everything that we talked about. You know, I gave you some very, very, you know, close information.
Yeah.
And so
same
did
same
you.
with my buddy situation.
Exactly. But as I look into your eyes now, I feel like you wouldn't do me like that.
No.
You're a good guy. I do
appreciate it.
appreciate that, and you make really great music.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking jealous of shit of the beats that you make.
I
dude.
know, bro. And most of
shit.
it is I'm jealous of the voice.
Yeah.
Jealous of my voice, dude. I've been so like insecure about my voice because I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna
your
get a little.
voice is fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna get a little
dude.
TMI for everybody out there. I am a uniballer. I had testicular cancer and I lost one. So
Okay.
I've always been like, my voice is not deep enough, or I sound like I'm 15 when I should sound like I'm 22.
Cap.
And
Cap.
No, you sound
Now-
older
Your
than
voice
me,
is
brother.
great.
literally with our coworkers saying my voice is sexy, you saying it, and now him saying it, I'm just like, maybe it's all up in my fucking head.
It
It's in
is,
your head,
'cause it
brother.
literally
It's in
is
your
all up in
head.
your head, dude.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
in your
all
head,
up in
bro.
your fucking
your
head.
voice, dude, the way that you use it, especially when it comes to music, bro, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm excited. I mean, like I said, I want to put more music out, and I would love to work with you. I would love to work with more
dude,
artists. Dude, this is
without
gonna be
a
fucking awesome.
doubt, I would work with you.
Dude,
Fuck
this
yeah.
3-song EP, it would be
Let's
awesome.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I'm so excited because I get to like do all my mix and shit.
Oh, you're gonna have to
Tama
mix and
and
master the
Mynroe.
whole thing,
Dude, I love it. I love it. I'm so down. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
Jerry,
to go.
you're gonna be on it too.
Am I? I'll do like some top liner shit. I'll get like a little hook at
Bro,
the beginning.
if we
of
get
the
her on
episode.
Get some,
ad
like,
libs,
yeah,
if we
eerie
get her on
vocals.
ad libs singing,
Dude, yeah.
Get some eerie vocals or something like that in the background.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
That's my thing. That's really my thing too.
That's what I'm saying. Sugar man. Yeah, no, bro. I already know. No, bro, I'm not tripping either. And then also on top of that, like when it comes to the music business and it comes to everything that we do, it fucks up a lot of the people in our lives. And
Yeah.
and I know that you're new. But I want to let you know, like, there's gonna be some people who resent you, bro,
Yeah.
because of it. Like,
Meh.
there's
I
gonna,
already know the people who will.
yeah, exactly. And I'm so sorry, but like, dude, even my own family, sometimes they look at me and they know that I'll choose a crowd over them. And I don't want to be like that, but that's my dream.
Yeah.
That's everything that I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I think the people who have musicians in their family, they need to, in my opinion, family members need to be more supportive of the musicians in their family. Because first of all,
Yes, thank you.
it's
Thank
super
you.
hard for us to even make a living off of this shit in the first place. And,
Not
but
only that, but we're showing it to you guys.
Yeah,
And everything
and-
like that.
Yeah, I've been very hesitant on showing my family my music. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
yeah, well, and it's hard because it's such like an intimate part of yourself, and then you're showing it to your family, and you don't know how they're gonna react.
But
to
it's
it,
beautiful at the end of the day.
and It is. It
you know,
really
when
is.
somebody doesn't understand what you're doing, but you know what you're doing is art, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it
I will
was funny
say-
because like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
you're
off,
good,
but
you're
like
good.
I did a show at Vans, and one of the songs that I have, it's very like, it's got a lot of religious like connotations to it, but it's also like very sexual in the same way because I kind of wrote it as like a just like a
musician.
it was like a way of me processing certain religious trauma that I grew up with.
Yeah.
But I played it at the end of my set because most of my music's just me singing to backing tracks. But at the end of my set, I busted out the electric guitar and I played this song because this song's actually not released on anything. So people at my shows have heard it, but nobody else has really heard it who haven't been to my shows. But my dad and my mom were there at that show. And I remember being a little bit scared to play it because I was like, because my mom and my dad, they're super Christian, they're super conservative Christian. And I was like, ooh, I don't know how they're going to feel about this show or this song that kind of like takes religion and sexuality and kind of like combines them into one thing. But like my mom cried. Like at the end of my show, she was fucking crying and my dad was super proud of me. And I was just
Wow.
like, this is crazy. Because like
Yeah.
I was super scared about showing that part of myself
What
to them.
compares to them not understanding what you're going through to the million of people who listen to your music and say that's me?
Yeah. And that's another hard thing about like having your family, like for example, I'm sure there's plenty of musicians whose families out there don't like their music, you know?
Oh yeah, my family hates my music.
Well, that's upsetting because you're great.
Yeah, your fucking music's
you're,
good.
You're really good. And you know,
I love you guys.
and
Thank you.
it's hard because, you know, our like for our parents and just for our parents, like they grew up in a different time. In like
They don't understand half the things we're saying most of the time.
basically
Yeah.
basic fuckingly like it's
uh,
hard. It's
Fucking,
fucking hard.
They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. My fucking mom asked me, "What the hell's a baka?"
Yep.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh,
Not good.
no.
Not good. Not good. My thing too was like when I was making music, like I had a dad. He beat the shit out of me, but he used to tell me so much about my music. He used to be like, "You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it one day. You're gonna do it," because he was a musician
Mm,
and he gave up on his dreams.
yeah.
And I decided not to, you know. And you know, when you go and do shows like that, like yeah, when I went and did my first show ever, not my first show ever, the first show that we ever put on,
Mm-hmm.
that we paid for everything. We made a lot of money out of that. But yeah, my dad showed up and he cried. And he was like, "Damn, bro, this is everything that I've ever wanted to do."
That's beautiful.
And
That's beautiful.
I'm so glad that my son,
yeah.
my first son that I've ever had, he's up there right now, and all these people are screaming the lyrics to his song.
And that's crazy too.
You know?
Yeah.
Cause like when I did a show recently at Willowa, and the only people that were really screaming my music was Drew and Tristan, because they're like the only
Shout
ones
out
who
Drew.
really.
Shout out Drew.
Shout out Drew. I love you.
Love you, Drew.
But like she took a video and she sent them to me, and she's like screaming my lyrics at the top of her lungs, and I'm like, oh my god, that
Yeah,
is like
she
the
loves you.
craziest fucking feeling ever.
She loves you to
Is
death.
having people who like know, like when they relate to your songs, it's like, oh god, it's almost like healing. It like heals
Right.
something in your soul.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful fucking thing.
All I
And-
can say, I'm sorry for cutting
No,
you off.
you're good.
I was gonna say something a little funny. I don't look forward to the day that I like walk into my mom's kitchen and she's blaring my fucking music and I can just hear her going, "Running from my problems and I'm close to fucking relapse." I'm gonna go, "Oh fuck."
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's gonna be the best day of your life.
Dude,
when
it's gonna be
when I
great.
walked in after my show and my mom was singing my songs, I was like, thank God. I was like, these people believe in me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my dad, he grabbed me by my shoulders, he sat me down. He was like, "Dude, that was the best thing that I ever saw in my entire life."
Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
that's so humble and that's so fucking
I love
cool.
that.
And the crazy part about it is my girlfriend at the time. She was like, "Yo, dude, no, fuck you. Da, da, da. You have all these bitches touching you. Da, da, da.
But how many of them am I paying attention
And
to?
my dad goes, "Okay, who do you go home with though?"
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Mic drop right there. Who's he going
Fuck
home
yeah.
Who you going home
Exactly.
Yeah.
with?
Exactly.
And my dad wasn't the best guy, but he was the best guy when it came to my music.
with? Hell yeah.
And he told me I was the best, and I am the best.
You
I
are
know
the
that.
fucking best.
I know that I'm the best, and it's because of him that I know that.
Fuck
Hell yeah.
yeah, dude.
And there's a lot of things that I said in my music that I regret that were against him, but like there was never one time where he listened to one of my songs, and he listened to every single one of them.
Mm.
Wow.
But there was never one time where he listened to my songs and told me that I was wrong. He told me that I was good and that I was gonna make it one day.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I got to at this point. You know?
And I will say, it's definitely a lot easier to give up on your dreams than to keep going. It's so
is. It
fucking
is.
hard to keep going because everything in life is built against artists.
Yes.
Like, it's not easy to make a living off of music. If you don't have a huge record label behind you, making a living off of music is
You're not
so
gonna make
fucking
it.
difficult.
You're not
It's
gonna
so
make it.
difficult.
Or
It's
being
so
around
fucking difficult.
the certain crowds. Like I know a
You're
lot
gonna
of
make
rappers
it.
get into the business because they're a part of gangs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
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 You're gonna make it. My father was a Crip.
Mm.
So there was a lot of things. There was a lot of the way that I had to make my music, it was different from how everybody else had to make their music. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, I couldn't say certain type of things.
Yeah. Well,
you know?
I kind of do the same thing. I kind of, I talk about certain things, and then there's some things that I don't want to, bring across. I don't want to spread a certain
But your
type
words
of
are
message.
beautiful. Like, dude, you have something. You have something a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
You have a lot of something people have come up to me and asked them to help them with
Yeah.
that I couldn't help them with because they weren't meant to do what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you're meant to do what we do, bro.
I want to spread a positive message and let people know they're not alone.
I think that your positive
Fuck yeah.
message has been spread.
Hell yeah.
And I think that you just need to make it to where everybody else hears it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. And that's
All I
why
can say
I'm
is
here.
do my favorite saying, and I put this in on my last post on Instagram. It's the saying "Do kraya." It is Croatian for till the end.
Mm-hmm. My favorite saying of all time is, "My mercy will prevail over my wrath."
Mm,
Ooh,
that's a good one.
I like that.
that's a
My
really
mercy
good
will
one.
prevail over my wrath. Every single time. And that's why I started forgiving people.
Amen. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, like talking about revenge and stuff like that.
Yes.
One of my favorite sayings is the best revenge is no revenge because who they are is punishment enough.
You know what? I told you guys I didn't want to talk about this, but I'll talk about this. When my father and my little brother passed away,
Yeah.
everything in my body wanted revenge.
Yeah.
Everything in my body wanted to kill the people who killed them.
Yeah.
But when you go down the line, and especially with my dad, you can't go and kill the people who killed him because they've never been found. I can go and kill the people that killed my little brother because they have been found. But they're all 15, 16 years old. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I going to go and take the same life that somebody else took? It's not worth it to me, personally.
I agree.
Yeah, some people might call me a bitch because I'm not going and killing the same people who killed my little
I don't
brother.
think that's a bitch move.
No.
That ain't a bitch move.
But I'll tell you what, if I go and kill them, their little siblings, like I told you earlier,
yeah, the cycle fucking repeats.
The
An eye
cycle
for an eye, a
repeats.
tooth for a tooth.
somebody has to decide when the cycle ends.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
And I made my mind up, and I decided I'm going to be the one where the cycle ends.
Yeah.
That's
and
a big fucking thing to carry on your
And
shoulders too.
I told everybody who wanted to kill those boys, I told everybody, you're not going to kill them. You're not going to do it.
No.
Now, nobody will do it. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it is not worth it.
No.
Taking that life, spending the rest of my days in prison, having to hold my little sister's hand through a glass, bro, I'm not going to do that.
No.
I'm not going to do that at all. I'm
Yeah.
not. But I'll tell you what I will do. I'll remember them.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get to a point where things will be okay again.
Forgive but never forget.
I'll never forget.
Yeah.
But I'll never
Not forgive either.
hurt them.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
know, if you put one of those boys in front of my face right now, I probably wouldn't hurt them.
If anything, I kind of like what you're saying. I would offer a hug.
Yeah, hug me.
I forgive you.
Did it hurt when you killed him? Okay, well, it hurt me when you killed him.
He's carrying that burden of he took a life.
Tell me that shit was easy, right?
Yeah.
But it
Tell me
wasn't.
life
It
afterwards
And
hasn't
I
been easy.
know it wasn't easy.
It
Yeah.
wasn't.
I bet he's
I
living
know
a
as
harder
soon
life
as
than he's
that
ever.
bullet left that gun, it wasn't easy anymore.
No. I bet you he's carrying thousands of pounds of stress, of extra
Shame,
baggage,
too. There's
of
shame
guilt.
that goes into that.
Yeah.
Shame and guilt.
shame
Yeah.
and guilt.
And
Shame
that's
and guilt.
and like that's something that when you're on the opposite end and you're the person that's caused that kind of pain towards someone, like you got to carry that for the rest of your
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
life.
and my thing is, I have no shame. I have guilt.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I do
have no
too.
shame. Killing that boy would give me guilt and shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would not understand what it was sorry. I would not understand what it's like to be able to look myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I killed a 16-year-old boy and that's okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
No.
And the biggest part about it, and the best part about it actually, is when Jersey died, I found out that he was Christian, and that's what made me Christian. And my music has never been any better.
It's
That's
crazy
what
how
I'm
that
saying.
works.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how that works.
Spirituality is an amazing thing.
Yeah, it is.
Finding yourself in what you want to believe in is also a very beautiful thing.
It's the best thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's the best thing you can do. I found myself after Jersey died. And I understood what it was like to lose something and have to be okay with losing something.
Yeah. Same with my
Like,
younger sister.
really?
I don't know how I would react.
So you have siblings.
Yes, I do.
That was something I was going to ask you.
Yes, I do. I have a younger sister. We're not going to put ages out, but she's younger than me.
Yeah. 100%.
I think
How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Fuck yeah.
I feel old. I think you've done something for your age that a lot of people wouldn't be able to do. The amount of like wisdom that you've shown in something so horrible like that is like truly remarkable. And you know, I'm not saying that it's bad that, you know, like when you put religion into it, like that's one thing, but also like you as a person, like you made those decisions. You made the decision to be the bigger man. You made the decision to change your life and to follow Christ. You made those decisions yourself.
I did.
That says a lot about you as a person.
It really does.
It says a lot about you as a
incredibly
person.
respectable.
Not many
I hold you
people-
very highly for that.
Not many people would be
Awesome.
able to
I
do
love
that
that.
shit, dude. Not many people would be able to do that shit. So many people just fall into the rabbit hole of gotta get revenge, gotta cause the same amount of pain, gotta do all this
Well,
shit.
what you got to
but-
understand is you got to look at yourself in the mirror.
Exactly.
After something like that happens, and you got to ask yourself, am I willing to kill these people? And if it's no, then it's no.
My
and
thing
it's
is
never worth
like,
it.
Go to bed.
yeah.
Go to
Like,
bed.
My
No,
thing is
seriously.
like before I do anything, whether it's, you know, smoking a joint or going to bed, I think of everything that could possibly happen
Mhm.
Yep.
before doing it. And if any of those things involves hurting my family, staining my reputation, hurting my friends, I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, like for example, like I conceal carry. You know this now.
Yeah.
I don't conceal carry because I'm scared of you guys.
No.
Like I think I love you guys. Like I don't think that you would ever do anything to hurt me. My thing is
You can shoot me if I ever try to hurt you. I give you permission right now.
my problem is I had people that were blood related to me
Yeah.
who were shot, and most of them weren't caught. You know, and so like for me, like if I'm going outside and somebody raises a gun at me, yes, I'm gonna raise the gun back and I'm going to protect myself.
That's the
And there's
difference.
nothing wrong with that
There's
either.
a difference between going out and seeking it and using it for protection.
I'm
There's a
never gonna
difference.
kill somebody just because I want to.
Exactly.
Ever.
I'm protecting.
And we
I'm
talked about
protecting
that
my life.
earlier.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier.
Exactly.
Well, I will never kill somebody if they're just a random pedestrian or something like that. If you're trying to kill me, though,
Yeah, if you're trying to take
I
my
will
life,
take
I'm
your life.
Yeah, if
I
you're
will
taking,
take
if
your
you're gonna try and take mine, I'm gonna do
Self-defense.
everything to defend mine. Jeez, I stuttered like a motherfucker.
no, you're good. You're
So
good.
good.
You're good. No, you got a good voice. So they probably won't. They probably won't even notice.
Man, yeah, I mean, if we want to get into deep shit, I mean, I can talk about, because you and me, we just recently started
just
talking
recently just got back together.
talking to each other again.
I'm so happy y'all are connecting again. I'm so
I'm-
happy to see y'all.
I knew
I
it was
missed her,
gonna
and I
happen.
didn't want to not be friends with her, but I was friends with somebody who couldn't be friends with her, and I was like, damn, that
It's
is-
just a sticky situation.
it was the stickiest.
Mm-hmm.
It was the stickiest situation.
I'm just glad that y'all have leveled it all out, and y'all are good.
We've always still loved each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
100%. I've always still loved Jerry. that was the problem. We were never, at least for me, I was never mad at you.
No, I will say that for me, it was hard because I came to like you and Merkimer, and it was really hard for me because it felt like the two people that I really, really loved didn't believe me.
That we were getting on somebody else's side.
And that shit fucking hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That shit hurt me a lot.
And I know it hurt. And I want to let you know that I never stopped loving you. I never stopped loving you. There was just a point in time where I thought that the people that I were with were completely solid.
I just took a step back because
I love you for the fact that you were able to look at me and be like, you know, this is still my little brother.
Yeah, you will always be my little brother, forever and always. It was really fucking hard not having you in my life. I'm not gonna lie, that shit fucking sucked. It was really hard. It was, like, I went through, just like myself, so many emotions.
No, I missed you a lot.
I missed you a lot too, dude. I missed you a fucking lot. I would talk to people about like what you were up to and how things were going, and I want to personally apologize right now for not reaching out to you when that shit happened with your brother.
No, because I didn't reach out either, so there's no reason.
I know,
to
but like
apologize.
as someone who is an older individual, as an older individual, as someone who loves you and is older than you, I should have reached out to you.
I'm not mad
and been
at you.
I know you're not, but like I still want to personally apologize for that shit.
I agree. I accept your apology, but I don't think that your apology is necessary. I think that a lot of the things that you did were for us. And then when I started doing things for me is when shit changed.
Yeah.
And
my people who are meant for me, they will come back to me when it's their time to come back to me.
you got to understand too, at the time we're making thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
We're doing shows and stuff like that, and we're getting very, very good. Like, you know, maybe I forgot about a lot of the people that brought me here, and that's not okay. And I'm sorry. But I will say this. I've never once put out anything that dissed you. I never once put out anything that,
Yeah.
you know, made you look bad or anything like that.
Yeah. And
I did put
appreciate
out
that.
diss tracks though. So
This has been
100%.
awesome. I've had a great time.
You're
an awesome-
You
You're an
are
awesome fucking
lovely.
person too. I fucking love you, dude.
I hope that everybody that is listening enjoys.
I think it's really important as musicians here in Anchorage that we start to build strong ties with the community and start making
Yeah.
we need to stop with the competition. That shit's
I was
got to
gonna
stop.
I was gonna say, instead of looking at each other and fighting for the top place, why don't we just try and elevate each other
Exactly.
to where
Boom.
we're pretty
There
much
we
all
go.
on
There
the
we
top.
go. Because
Exactly.
there are certain ways that y'all can make me better, and there's certain ways that I can make y'all better. And
Literally.
I think that we should really.
It's all collaborative.
Yes, exactly.
And like my
we all
whole
bring
thing is
something to
like
the table.
I don't need any motherfucker to pay me. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because you guys have talent, and that talent needs to be heard by the world, and the money can get fucked. Like if you guys end up making money at your shows, fuck yeah. I don't even need a dime of that. I just want to see y'all become successful. That's literally all I fucking want.
Well, all I'm
Jerry-
saying is if I make it big, I'm letting everybody know who helped me along the way.
Yeah,
They will be
100%, Jerry. You're
known.
going to be taken care of. I
If-
guarantee you that.
When I'm 47 years old and I'm done doing touring and shit like that, and they make a documentary, you will be in the documentary.
Yeah,
you will
yeah,
be in the
100%.
she was the
documentary. All of you.
engineer.
Yeah, she was the one that told me like how to rap and how
She's
to
the
get
one who
past
told
my
me that I
blocks and
was
stuff.
Good. I didn't think I was good.
No,
until
I
Shorty
honestly,
told me I was
in all
good.
fairness, if it weren't for any of y'all telling me that it's good, I honestly think that it's just mediocre at best. I
Bro,
don't. I
you're
honestly
good.
think
You're
my
gonna make
music is just meh.
As long
Can't
as you
fucking
stick
wait.
with Jerry, bro, you're gonna be good. I'll tell you guys what, this was beautiful.
Thank
and I 100% love talking to you guys.
Hell
and I would
yeah.
talk
Hell
to
yeah,
you
this
guys.
has
Dude,
been
you're
fun.
welcome back whenever the fuck you want.
I was gonna say
Just let
when
me know and I'm here.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
whenever you want to come back. This is fun.
this has been a really fucking great podcast.
And this has been awesome.
I'm
Monroe,
really
thanks
thank you
for-
so much.
Thank you
Monroe.
guys for letting me be on here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mynroe, thank you
dude,
for
you're
thank you
welcome
for
back
taking the time
whenever.
out of your day to come
Of
and
course.
talk on our podcast.
Of
Yeah, and I want to
course.
say thank you to all the listeners. We've got quite a few listeners who keep listening to our podcast
Hell
and
Shouts
yeah.
out,
liking that
y'all.
shit.
You
I
guys are
really-
lovely.
A lot of these people aren't even from Alaska, so it's crazy because they're like getting a glimpse into what
Alaska
Alaska's
life is like,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
this shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
You guys are lovely.
thank you. You're fucking lovely. Anyways, this has been fucking awesome. I'm gonna end the pod with playing your song again for everyone.
Lovely.
Thank you everyone for listening,
Do cry ya.
and we can't wait to see you next time.
Old bitch had to cut her off. Old bitch mad that I'm on. I just really need one of mine. Baby girl, you really ain't a loss. You a quick fuck against a mediocre top. Honey, I'm a real nigga. Word on my pops. And you like me for my looks. Well, you could.